Mike, let's talk NBA and let's talk the draft that just took place. Again, I've been looking forward to the draft thinking ever since like Allen Iverson that these guys would make these big draft day trades. And of course, they've gotten burned with these in the past. Go back to like 1986, Roy Hinson, those guys trading away for Brad Daugherty pick. But anyhow, 15th pick this year, I thought for sure Iguodala was going to be traded. They're going to trade up, get Ross from Washington. This will change the culture of this team moving forward.
Wow. Starkey, you are
didn't happen.
Very optimistic.
In fact, they take a guy. Tyler Zeller was there. Henson's still there. There were some guys, bigs that were there. They thought, okay, can make a difference. Maybe don't bring back Spencer Hawes. And they said, Maurice Harkless from St. John's. I'm going, who? What? I couldn't believe the pick.
I think a lot of people were stunned, Starkey. And I was doing my live blog of the NBA draft, which I do every year, and I actually texted you and said thoughts, but you must have had
I'm
other
not
things.
a text.
No problem.
Sorry.
But I figured you probably had a rant stored up there. But, everybody says they need a shooter and they need a big. So they get a guy who's not a big and not a shooter, and that's what they did. And I don't understand this, I'm kind of am with you on this, Starkey. I don't get it.
Thought came to mind when I'm watching this. It's a switch sports. It reminded me of the NFL and the Eagles. Andy Reid drafting another offensive lineman when they've got enough offensive line. You can never have enough offensive line. You can never have enough small forwards who can't shoot.
What do you think? What do you think this guy? What do you think they think this guy will be? Like, give me a current NBA equivalent for what they're thinking this kid's.
I heard Aaron Afalo, who played at UCLA, that's with Denver. I'm going, that's your. I saw that analogy with somebody as if that was a good thing. I think that was the guy Maddox from SN.
He has
Illustrated SI.
Aaron Aflalo has made himself into a solid NBA player, but
15th pick overall, and a team that's trying to get.
And also, he's a scorer. He's a better shooter than this guy.
Better than this guy.
Too, yeah.
I have no confidence in the current GM and coaching and scouting staff because they're most likely not going to be there when the next GM comes in.
That's another thing.
On the last year of his deal. They're going to all be gone,
and
so we let this guy make the pick.
And to create that uncertainty pretty close up to the draft.
And then we have this. We also have a staff that does not have a history of coaching these guys up to be better shooters. So why do I think they're going to make Mo Harkless into a better shooter when they haven't done it with Thad Young, Evan Turner, really, or Andre Iguodala? And even if you trade Andre Iguodala, as everybody says now, they're going to trade Iguodala, you still have Evan Turner and Thad Young playing basically the same position because they need to bring in a legitimate 2 shooter. So that means Turner's not playing 2, he's playing 3. And that's where this Harkless is best suited because he can't play small forward, although his growth plates are still open.
Oh, you love the growth plates. You love the growth plates. I think my growth plates are still open, too.
Seriously.
But they're writing me up in medical journals.
Growth plates stopped about 10th
forth.
grade.
Good Lord of mercy. But anyway, I don't know that they could have gotten a 2 guard that would be a difference maker. I don't think that was available. Some kind of a trade thing or something, but I don't think that was available in this draft. But clearly, big athletic guys who can run and rebound and jump a little bit were plentiful. Even when they picked at number 15, they were plentiful. And that's what sort of makes you, if you're a Sixers fan, I think, want to pull your hair out a little bit.
Yeah, and this guy Arnett Moultrie that they took at 27, they made a trade.
I would rather have had him at 15.
At 15, and they liked him at 15. So why does he slip the whole way to 27? It's because he supposedly has an attitude problem. He's gone through 2 sports agents already, and the draft just happened. He's gone through 2 colleges. He started off, he ended his career at Mississippi State, but he was, So the guy reminds me a lot of Mo Spates, who they traded away because he was a head case. So you trade away a future number 1 pick and your second-round pick. Second-round pick I didn't care about. Future number 1 pick, when the team is trying to keep building, it's protected, but still, I'm like, there's a problem here. If you want to trade a future number 1 pick, do it to move up in the draft to go get somebody, or go get that shooter I told you about, Ross.
And maybe that just came up after they made the first pick, but still, we talked about this draft. Everybody, not just us, everybody talked about this draft. There's one potentially historically great player in this draft, and then pretty good depth. And a lot of bigs, a very unusual number of bigs, and they certainly need a big, and they didn't.
They draft a small forward that they have a surplus of.
It's really, really hard to understand.